Hey guys, welcome to Dave's Dimension. Welcome back to our Sunday live stream. How's everyone going? Hope everyone's having a great time. Once again, this is just an impromptu live stream courtesy of your boy, Dave's Dimension. Hope everyone's having a fantastic weekend today. It's Sunday, it's not Saturday. I wish it was Saturday, but it's Sunday, guys. I hope everyone's doing good. Everyone's having a fantastic week. Hope everyone's having a blast. So, just doing a live stream. I'm still trying to get the hang of this whole scheduling. Trying to get everything figured out. I had a bunch of crazy things going on, so I couldn't actually do a live stream until right now. I'm not planning to go too long. Maybe an hour and a half. We'll see what happens. Hope everyone's doing good. Hey, if you're checking out the stream, drop a comment in the section in our little chat right here. Hit me up in the comment section. And if you like our channel, you like these videos, give me a thumbs up. So how is everyone doing? I did a little bit of shopping yesterday. I picked up a few goodies. Down at Target, I actually picked up a few DC Multiverse figures. No, I did not get the Batman figures. Let's be honest. Batman figures right now, I mean, I have Batman Beyond. I have a whole bunch. So I decided to go into some of the other figures right now. Now, as of lately, apparently they just announced this past week that they're doing DC is going to be DC Comics, their animated film division, is going to be doing an Injustice movie. So that inspired me, and when I was at Target, I decided to get the Injustice 2 Flash with all the electricity and lightning effects. Looks pretty sharp. And also, they had the Chunky Monkey himself, Gorilla Grodd. So I had to pick him up too. Didn't open these up yet. I figured maybe I'll do that for the live stream, or maybe we'll do a separate video for those. So I hope everyone's doing good. Hey, Gilster, how's it going? Hope you're having a great weekend. Yeah, I just picked up Gorilla Grodd. I know some people have been having trouble finding him. My Target actually had a couple. So I grabbed this one. I think they had another one. But these flashes are starting to become kind of peg warmers around my Target. So I decided to grab him. Figured grab them both. I mean, let's face it, Gorilla Grodd, and you can't grab Gorilla Grodd and not grab Flash, or grab Flash but not Gorilla Grodd. That's like grabbing Batman and no Joker, pretty much. Also, I did get my hands on, well, about 2 weeks ago, I got my hands on a Boba Fett. And while I was at one of my local Walmarts yesterday, they had 5 of them on the shelf. And I'm talking about these Boba Fetts. They had about 5 of these on the shelf. I got mine 2 weeks ago. I just haven't done an unbox video of him yet because I was just going to kind of wait until another day, another time, just waiting for the inspiration itself. Yeah, I'm doing good. Heat's been kind of cranking up here in Buffalo, so things have been a little crazy. One of the downfalls to working from home, you have to have a separate computer for your work, and things get knocked over pretty easy. Hey, Sleeping Collectibles, how's it going? I missed your videos yesterday. I did catch replays of them, though. Looking forward to that giveaway. That giveaway is going to be insane. I think that's probably going to be your biggest one yet. Don't worry, I'm definitely going to reshare it on Instagram and also share it on Facebook. Trying to help you out any way I can. Maybe you'll get a couple extra views. We'll see. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. Like I was just telling Gilster here, picked up the Chunky Monkey himself, Gorilla Grodd. Picked him up at my local Target, $19.99. And, of course, I jumped on the Injustice Flash as well. So I got those as a couple pickups. And I was just saying how yesterday one of my local Walmarts had like 5 of the Mandos. So, I mean, I already had this Mando from a couple weeks ago. I just I was kind of like blown away because I've never seen 5 Mandos all together. And they're on a bottom shelf of all things. I mean, they weren't tucked away or hidden, but pretty awesome that we're starting to see that many up here. I mean, I'd hate to say the word peg warmer, but who knows? Stranger things have happened. Right now, actually, today I've been catching up on. A couple of people recommended watching the last season of Clone Wars before starting Bad Batch. So I'm actually on. What was I on? I was on episode 11 of the last season of Clone Wars. So I'm probably going to work my way through that later on this evening and probably start the Bad Batch figures or the Bad Batch episodes probably Tuesday. Because tomorrow I'm actually participating in John Joker's trivia challenge. So that should be pretty fun and interesting. Gilster, you pick up anything good in sleeping? Well, we know you picked up some awesome things. I saw your video. I didn't get to watch your video until about 11 o'clock at night last night, but seems like you got a few good items there. And I mean, let's be honest. I'm crossing my fingers for that lightsaber. Do I think I'm gonna get it? Hell no. But it's gonna be a fun stream that you're gonna do. Well, hell, it's always a fun stream whenever you're doing your live stream. So it's all about the party and supporting the channel. So that's how I view it. Okay, who else do we have going on here? Looks like we got just Sleeping Gilster here commenting. Hope everyone's having a great weekend. So how does everyone feel about DC doing an Injustice movie? Do you think it's going to be as good as the comic book storyline or the video game? I'm a little wary of it. I mean, sure, it's going to be cool to watch, but it all depends on the voice talents, I think, and how deep into that storyline are they going to go. That's my curiosity about the whole thing. Let's see, who else do we have here? Oh, you picked up the Disney Plus Marvel wave. I'm jealous because if you got the entire wave, that means you got everything to make the wings, and I'm definitely going to want to watch that video. Am I expecting to pick up the whole wave? Honestly, no. The only figures in that wave I really truly have an interest in are, believe it or not, John Walker, because I can't recall the last time I ever saw a U.S. agent variation of a Marvel Legend. So I have to jump on that. And, of course, Falcon, or should I say Captain Falcon. Those are the only two I really want because I've heard of some paint issues with Bucky. And honestly, the rest of that wave, I'm not overly hyped on. I mean, if I can find a good deal for Wanda, maybe. The Loki one I just think is a little bit lacking, but that's just my opinion. Downfall Wrestling, how are you doing today? I hope you're having a great one. Off-World Adam, hope you guys are doing great. We're just doing a quick live stream, going over a few things. Picked up a Gorilla Grodd, got the Chunky Monkey himself. My Target actually had a couple of them, believe it or not, and I decided to pick up a Flash. I mean, I've seen the Flashes just about everywhere. Mostly I've been seeing like 5 or 6 at a time, which is kind of odd. But I figured if I'm going to, they had Grodd, so I went and got them. These were $19.99, both at my local Target. I'm kind of trying to watch things because I got that trip going on in New York in just under 2 weeks. So I want to try and save a few bucks there. But like I was just telling everybody, my local Walmart had a stash of these. They had like 4 or 5 of these on a shelf. So you might want to check your local Walmarts if you're not yet got the Mando, the Boba Fett figure. The Boba Fett, do you call this the deluxe edition? They call it the Boba Fett Return of the Jedi. This is 06. They had about 4 or 5 of these together. So if my Walmart is getting it, then the rest of your Walmarts must be getting them pretty quick. Buffalo in August for a weekend. What is it, the National Chicken Wing Festival you're coming up for? That is a thing. Hello, Mike Davis. How you doing today? John Joker, what's going on, my brother? Well, whether I'm ready, I'm going to be there tomorrow. Ready or not, I'm going to be battling against Cold Bang Games. That should be a pretty interesting night tomorrow, guys. If anyone who's watching this video, watching this live stream, if you're not subscribed to John Joker, why not? Go ahead, check out his channel, John Joker. He does some amazing content and videos. He does insane live streams that features dancing, toys, collectibles. There's going to be a comedy battle royal going on tomorrow. I mean, you're doing yourself an injustice if you're not following this guy's channel. If you're not being a part of his friends and family, you want to go to his channel, hit the there's a little red button below the video. You definitely want to click that red button, hit that bell for notifications so you can watch his content and be a part of the John Joker family, guys. Toy Slammer, how's it going? Downfall says, yes, me and Nathan Bowden are facing off in match 1. Yes, that is going to, tomorrow's definitely going to be an awesome match, an awesome night. Because you got you, of course, and Nathan Bowden, the Nathan Bowden show, in case anyone's not following him. And then there's going to be, I believe, John Joker is going to have a halftime show with Blue Sasquatch squaring off against Oof Oof for a little comedy battle royale where they're going to be snapping on each other. And then there's this crazy guy named Dave's Dimension going against Killbane Games. So it should be a fun night. I mean, do I think I'm ready? Well, I'm as ready as I'm ever going to be, so should be awesome. Gilster says hi. John Joker says, Toy Slammer, what's going on? Toy Slammer. And, of course, Toy Slammer was one of the winners of the Batarang giveaway. I notified him and Laser that both have been shipped as of yesterday through the local USPS. First time actually shipping through them, believe it or not. And I already sent them their tracking numbers, so they should be getting their Batarangs, I would say, possibly by next weekend. I'm still licking my wounds for missing out on those PowerCon exclusives yesterday. PowerCon exclusives? Am I missing something? Did I miss something yesterday? Clink says hi. Hey, John Joker, how are you, of course? Gil's just saying hi, Clink. Everyone's saying hi. So, did anyone have any amazing pickups this weekend? We know Sleeping picked up the Disney Plus Marvel collection there. And that should be pretty interesting. Those exclusives are insane, Mike. Me too. What? And could someone let me know what is going on? What was PowerCon exclusives? This because I was completely out of the social media yesterday. I was away from social media between doing the running around yesterday, picking up a few things, and I was at a friend's barbecue. We had a nice, fun cookout, but really wasn't paying attention to social media, so I missed out on a lot of stuff. Hordak is in Masters in the Universe? Please let me know. Toy Slammer says hi, Off-World Adam. Sleeping says me too, Mike. They had 3 packages available yesterday. So, for this live stream, do you guys think I should do nice live unboxing, or Sleeping and Mike both said Motu. So yes, Masters of the Universe PowerCon exclusive. I'm gonna have to look those up. Okay, let me just pull this up on my screen. Okay, so I'm doing a look here. PowerCon.com. I'm going right down there. Let's take a look at this. Right now, I'm not actually collecting any Masters of the Universe. My wife is. I actually got her He-Man, Skeletor, Panther, and of course Battle Cat and She-Ra. Tickets and exclusives. Okay. Hordak, I see it right here. That's cool that we got the black and the red here. That's pretty awesome. Yeah. Hordak, yeah, he was mostly She-Ra. But of course, He-Man got introduced to Hordak through the that little crossover when they introduced She-Ra off of the original cartoon. I'm curious to see if we're going to see some of that in the new Kevin Smith Masters in the Universe cartoon that's going to be airing on Netflix, or should be broadcasting on Netflix, I should say. Let me just hop out. What's this 2-pack, the Faker? Yeah, I was never really a fan of that, but I mean, Battle Cat looks pretty damn awesome, though. That Battle Cat looks pretty awesome. What else did they have going on? Secrets of Grayskull accessories. Okay, not bad. Novelty pin set. Eh. See what else we got here. Arachnid souvenir. Okay, so they got some nice things going on there. This is salt in the wounds. Ha ha ha. I wish I would have snatched them up. Hey Slammer. It's all about the Grayskull set. Yeah. I mean, I know everyone's looking for a Grayskull. I did find an original Grayskull from the 80s at a local toy shop we have up here called That 80s Toy Store or Toy Shop. They had an original one. They were selling it for about, I think, between 86 and 90, which I want to say is roughly about the retail of the brand new one. So, I mean, it all depends if you really want the original or you want to wait and see what the new one's going to be like. I think it's pretty much just kind of like a remold, kind of like Hasbro's been doing with Kenner. Mike Davis, I found one in my local Rome, New York Walmart. Nice. Yeah, honestly, up here, down here in Buffalo, Buffalo Niagara Falls area, we've been getting nothing but the, pretty much nothing but the, we got the Skeletors, the He-Mans, the Battle Cats. That's pretty much what we have going on in our stores. Really, if you're looking for other figures, it's pretty much been Target for the most part. They had the Ninjor, they had was it Ramrod? They had a whole bunch of Beastman, but outside of that, not a whole lot. It's pretty much touch and go. But of course, you're also contending with some of the scalpers too, who get there super early in the morning. Sleeping says, I'm still hinting that Grayskull. Mike Davis says, I couldn't believe it. Well, that's always awesome when you get those finds there. It's almost too good to be true. Just like, I mean, I didn't think I'd see a Grodd up here, but finally we got Grodd, so I jumped on him. What else we got going on? Let me take a look at Big Bad Toy Store. Since I was just watching the last season of Clone Wars, I finally got introduced to the Bad Batch. But there is one thing I saw that you guys might get a kick out of. I saw this bad boy. Okay. Big Bad Toy Store. Yeah, that's right. $800 for this. But let's take a look at that statue, though. Hold on, guys. I mean, apparently he's got some accessories. I don't know how I feel about the green blaster right there. I mean, that's not necessarily accurate. I mean, technically his blaster would have been red, but it's still pretty badass. So obviously we're going to get some posable arms here, so you can have either the blaster or not, or you can have him holding the dagger. But the nice metallic finish on the suit, everything looks fantastic. I mean, obviously he gets the Sword of Darkness, he has a blaster, he has the Dragon Dagger. He's standing right on top of Dragon Sword, of course. The only thing that would have cranked this all the way up to 11, in my opinion, is if there was a little LED to make the eyes glow. That would, like the Dragon Sword eyes, if they did something like that, I think that would have been killer. I think that would have been sick. But that's just me. Hold on, guys. There we go. So what do you guys think of that? Yeah, it is pricey, but I mean, again, I love Green Ranger. I mean, that was my boy back in the day when Power Rangers first came out and Green Ranger came out. It was insane. I don't know how I feel about Dragon Zord's head. What I mean is, here, let me go back. This looks more like the bladed Dragon Dagger than anything else. This looks a little bit, I don't know, looks a little bit thinner and looks longer than it should be, but that could just be the artist's interpretation of that. You know, like see here, obviously it looks like the eyes are lit, but that could just be translucent plastic, like what they do with Transformers. You know, they put a little clear plastic, so if you shine a light, it makes it look like it's glowing. Sculpt of the helmet's not too bad. I think this should be a little bit more pronounced. It could have been molded a little bit further out. But I mean, for that price, I mean, it's cool to see a green blaster. But each Ranger didn't have a different color blaster. They all had red. So that's where some of that weirdness comes from. But, I mean, I think the dagger is not bad. I mean, it's not 100% perfect, but I mean, it's better than I've seen with some figures before. Agree, Sleeping. It is a dope statue. Thank you, Gilster. I mean, I love that they got the Sword of Darkness. We get the, Dragon Zord coming out of the water, which is kind of cool. But also, I mean, if you look at here's one very crucial thing. And not for nothing, there's going to be the nitpickers out there. Welcome, 1,000 Ghosts. Here's the other nitpick, okay? Outside of having an LED for the glowing lights, which I think they should, how's the scale of Green Ranger Tommy here on top of the Dragon Zord's head? Think about it. Anyone who's watched the cartoon, you know just how much bigger Dragon Zord is to an actual human body. This is not to scale with this. If that was the case, I mean, let's say my hand here is Dragon Zord's head. Tommy should be like this. He should be like that small. I mean, we've seen it where Tommy actually had to jump inside the Dragon Zord to pilot it a few times during the series, and he just looks way huge compared to the Dragon Zord head. So I mean, honestly, I mean, that's off scale. I mean, they would have been better. I've seen some statues where it had the Dragon Zord's tail coming out of the water, and Tommy was kind of like riding it like a surfboard. That's a little bit more to scale than this, and these two just don't scale together. So who knows? Maybe this is, I mean, if this is something that, after a couple months, let's say 6 or 8 months, if it goes down half price, maybe down to a third of the original price, I might be open to jumping on it. But the fact, I mean, there's that big nitpicking. I mean, at least they did justice to the morpher. We've seen a lot of figures and a lot of statues where the morpher was silver instead of gold, but it looks like they actually got it right this time. They got the gold morpher with the gold coin, so that's good. We got the black, scabber for his dragon dagger. I mean, it looks like an insane item. Everyone's saying hi to 1,000 Ghosts. 1,000 Ghosts. I'm waiting for the next edition of your cooking series. 1,000 recipes by 1,000 Ghosts. Come on. I mean, don't get me wrong. This is an amazing statue. It's just that it just dawned on me that the scale is so off between the two that it's weird. And for $800, and you got to put $120 down as a non-refundable deposit. I don't know. It just feels a little off. Let's see what else they have. I was actually looking at Star Wars figures earlier. Since 1,000 Ghosts, I was just telling everyone how I started. I was binging the last season of Clone Wars because instead of watching the whole series, someone said I could just watch the last season, get introduced to the Bad Batch, and then I'm good to start watching the Bad Batch episode. So hopefully, maybe I was going to say Tuesday or possibly Wednesday, I'll watch the Bad Batch episode so I can catch up to everyone else. I was looking at this. I already got Bo-Katan. I haven't opened her up yet. I'm going to wait because I kind of want to get some of the chief Mandalorian figures first. But now I'm going to be on the hunt for this guy, for Hunter. I definitely want to grab him. I have Crosshairs and I have the Elite Stormtrooper. So I have these two and I have this. No Asajj Ventress yet. So I'm thinking about keeping an eye out for her and definitely for him. I know the other ones like Wrecker and Tech, they won't be out for what? I think Wrecker doesn't come out till October, and I think Tech comes out in August. I could be wrong. Hello, Tina Lynn. How you doing? Gil's just saying hi to Tina. Okay, I'm back, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, I clicked on something and I got backed out. I'm back in. I'm sorry. I'm still learning StreamYard. Still learning StreamYard. Yeah, Tina, you broke my stream. You broke my stream. Now you gotta send me some duct tape so I can fix it now. But yeah, like I was just saying, I didn't catch your comment about the Big Bad Toy Store. What were you saying about them? Yeah, guys, I do apologize. I hit the wrong button on my StreamYard and backed out of everything completely. Not what I wanted. Yep, Tina broke it. I want the volume 1, Vince. Yeah, I was looking at Bad Batch, so I'm on the fence about the Transformers. I already have Optimus and I have Hot Rod, but I wouldn't mind getting Cup, especially since he's supposed to be able to, like, you can take his arms apart just like in the movie. So I wouldn't mind him, but I'm not really sold on a lot of the other ones. I mean, I've had a Blur before. He's just this Blur. I mean, his whole body and form is almost identical to his Titan Return, except a slightly different paint application. But it's basically the Titan's Return figure all over again. So I'm not really sold on that. I mean, there's very small, subtle differences between the two. So I'm not really sold on that one myself. Um, Grimlock, I know this is bad of me. I'm just stingy. I keep hoping for him to get down in price, and then I would jump on him. And it's cool that you get wheelie with him. But like they got the newer ones that they teased about the, Rekar, of course. I mean, he looks way better than his Titan Returns of Power of the Prime version. I mean, he looks so nice, and I'm sure not Big Bad Toy Store, but Toy Hacks or Repo Labels, as they're known, will be coming out with some sticker sets to just make these guys go to the next level. I know it's going to happen. The Sharkcon, no, I'm on the fence about him. Slag and Daniel look good. I don't know if they're going to show if they're actually going to make a Daniel with the face because that's just a promo one. Have you seen the Darth Vader variant Square Enix? No, I haven't seen him yet. Is he on here? I'll pull him up. But I was looking at the Bad Batch. I definitely, after watching those episodes of Clone Wars, I'm already amped up and psyched. I want to get Hunter, and of course, I know he's slated to be shipped out sometime this month, and I'm debating whether or not I want to order him or if I'm going to trying to pick him up in New York City at GameStop out there. So we'll see what happens. I already have the Armorer. I have her, and I have Queel, and I have Grief. I'm kind of waiting, along with Bo-Katan. I'm kind of waiting on all those. I want to try and get the Mandalorian figure together because I want to do one big, massive unbox. Tina, is he on Sideshow? I was actually looking at this one. I think he looks kind of sick and beefy. Mike Davis, which troopers are you talking about? The Scout Troopers, the one that throw Grogu around a little bit, or just Stormtroopers in general? Yeah, it's not pulling it up. I mean, this just looks sick. I don't have the money for it, but he looks sick. Especially got Grogu hanging out the sack like that while he's on the speeder. And you can have him just kind of posed right next to it. They do have some sick things. Tina's just going to make me Google it, aren't you? Is this what you're talking about, Tina? Okay, gotcha. Oh, Mike, you already have it. Damn. So apparently someone has this. If this is the one you're talking about, currently for $39.99 on eBay. If that's what you're looking for, I mean, he does look sick. This mall looks pretty badass too. Not bad pricing here. I mean, depending on how well the figure is this just a statue or is this a, it says figure. Okay, that looks sick right there. I still love my Darth Maul statue though. Rob's Collectibles, what's going on? Just doing a quick little live stream, going over. We're talking a few Star Wars figures that we're all looking for. Pretty much all my stores, the archives and everything are pretty much all archive collections are pretty much just bought out. Tina says the Square Enix Kai models are nice looking, but I don't order anything from China. No knockoff stuff. I understand, you know. I don't know how many of you have actually seen my Darth Maul. Let me grab him. I actually picked up him from a Sideshow. This was by Art FX. This Maul statue is just the sickest thing. I mean, the detail on his eyes right there. See if we can get the camera to focus a little bit. Detail on him is just sick. And he does light up. And of course, I could take these out if I want. Like he's about to attack. I mean, this is probably my favorite Star Wars item I have right now. Let's catch up. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I got this in a Qui-Gon. Got the Qui-Gon for was priced about $100, and this one was priced $150, but I had a $25 coupon and like $9 in like what they consider their store credit. So there we go. We got the two blades. Now they give you two blades to swap out with. This one's a little bit more of a, I guess you would call it a cloudy, kind of opaque. And then the other one's a little bit more translucent. But this is just, I mean, this is badass. Now, when I ordered this, I did not know it lit up. So, as silly as that sounds, I did not know. Now, they did, it was defective slightly. I emailed them and they sent me a new arm. So, never heard of Rob's Collectibles. Hi, Rob. Should I subscribe to your channel? Should you? Of course you should. Come on, Toy Slammer. Yeah, exactly, Tina. That face. I mean, the detail, I mean, even on his eyes, I really can't get my camera to focus that well here. There we go. I mean, how sick. You can see his eyes are perfect right there. Does Hasbro? I don't know. Hasbro doesn't have a shirtless Maul. I actually have a GameStop pre-order. I'm still waiting for them to call me and say, hey, your Maul's here. Plenty of other people have already gotten their Mauls. Just to show you, let's go to Hasbro Pulse. They're probably not going to have it there. It'll probably be out of stock. The brands, Star Wars, Black Series. Right now, all they're going to show is Helmet, Kasoka Reeves, Lando. Oh, no, they do have shirtless Maul. So, yes, they do have shirtless Maul. So, I'm mistaken. But they have them sold out here. And I'm wondering if that's the same one they have on GameStop. Let's go there and check it out real quick, guys. What do you say? What do you say? Earth Maul. Yeah, this is the one that's sold out, and no, this is the one I'm waiting on. In fact, so yeah, that is a shirtless one. I forgot. I know as silly as that sounds. Is this live? Of course it is, Blue Sasquatch. It's always live. So Mike Davis, yes, the Hasbro one is a shirtless one, and the sabers do break apart, so you can do all different kinds of poses. I know Brandon Prentice Ewok has this one, or at least I believe he received that one. I know he's got a Cal. It comes in a really cool box that's almost reminiscent of the old VHS cassette tapes, the VCR tapes from back in the 80s. So that's a pretty cool case. Let's see what else we got going on here. Oh man, I'm going to have to get it. Yes, it's Darth Maul. You have to. Downfall saying, "Hey, Blue." AKA Pooh Sasquatch. Ooh. Dang. Well, I'm going to call myself. Who else am I going to call, Blue? So, Blue, are you ready for that that battle royal, that comedy showdown between you and Oofoof? Everyone's saying hi to Blue. Who else do we have here? Hey, is that Rebels? We got little Rebels, Reptiles, and Games. How you doing, my brother? You doing good? Give you a little bit of thunder. Only for the one, the only, the Rebels, Reptiles, and Games. If you guys aren't checking him out, well, why not? He's got some amazing videos and some awesome toy hunts. Clink saying hi, Rebels. Downfall saying hey, Clink. Blue Sasquatch says like cheap meat walker. Downfall saying hey, Thunder. Rebels saying hey, you rock, Dave. Thanks, I appreciate it, my brother. Toy Slammer saying hey, Clink. Rebels is calling I heat a little lightning and thunder. Maybe you hear a little lightning and thunder. I don't know. Gil's just saying hi, Rebel. Hi, Blue. Hi, Clink. Rebel says thanks. But yeah, this I'm still waiting. They, every week I go to GameStop. I ask them, "Have you heard anything yet? What's the deal?" And keep being told, "Oh, he's going to be shipping out the 17th." Well, they're saying the 29th. Who knows? They say it's a warehouse thing, so I'm just waiting. I really want to get it before New York, but we'll see. I have him and Cal Kestis on my pre-orders. I really want this guy, a Wrecker. I'm curious to see if Disney and Hasbro are smart, could we get some Bad Batch helmets? I mean, we see they're doing the, Wedge Antilles. We got the First Order. Give us some Bad Batch, man, please. I already got this guy, the Elite Squad Trooper. I'm never gonna buy Jar Jar unless he's like $5 or $10, maybe. I'm not gonna do it. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. So, do you guys think I should do? Do you guys think I should do a live unbox, or do you think I should do a separate video altogether? I also have yet to unbox this bad boy, Boba Fett. I'm doing good, buddy. How are you, Clink? Clink says, hey, Gilster. So what's everyone doing on their Sunday other than listening to this crazy guy talk and talk? Oh, and by the way, and talk. By the way, if there's anyone watching this stream in video, if you haven't already hit that red button for our channel, please do so. And if you're enjoying this stream, please give me a thumbs up so we can keep more amazing content coming through the pipeline. Also, if you notice, a little scrolling marquee at the bottom of the screen here, just welcome you guys to the channel. And also reminding you to hit that like button. Also, my contact for Instagram. And also, if anyone feels so inclined that you want to contribute financially to the channel, we have the Cash App ID right there as well, guys. Right now, I'm pretty much gearing up for the trip to New York City. Got a bunch of craziness going on in NYC for Ghostbusters Day. I'm looking forward to it. Thousand Ghosts, you're still at work. Well, I hope the rest of that work day goes quick and fast for you, so you can enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm psyched because, of course, you guys know I'm big into Ghostbusters. The wife and I and my other teammates, as part of the Buffalo Ghostbusters, we're actually heading down to New York City for an amazing time. We're going for Ghostbusters Day. We're actually going to go down and do something pretty amazing. I can't give out any details, but definitely I will be recording the trip, doing a little video travel vlog. Who knows? We might stop at a few places. We'll see if I come across a few pickups along the way. I do plan on buying. I know I'm going to be shopping in New York City. Let's be honest. I hear there's like a 2-floor GameStop somewhere around Times Square. I could be wrong, but I'm going to hunt that bad boy down. Mike Davis is charging my proton pack and cleaning my toy room. Yep, there's one of my packs. And Mike, I don't know if you're a regular to the channel, but I have more packs. And I have a fourth one that's actually my Ghostbuster travel chest right there, covered under a bunch of mess. I have a full-scale proton pack, and I'll be suiting up for New York City. Because, I mean, come on, if you're a Ghostbuster and you're going to New York City, you have to visit the firehouse, and you got to do it in full gear. So I'll be doing that. Rebels telling thousands how he rocks. Of course he rocks. You wish you could make the trip down? Yeah. I had to do a lot of shuffling with work, but I'm able to do it. It'll be my first time going to the firehouse. The last time I went to New York City was 2005. So it's been a minute since I've been there. Rebels, bring a straw to the hoedown. Yeah, later on today, I guess there's the hoedown. Is it Tasman who runs it? Because I jumped on the stream the other night and he was talking about it. Blue Sasquatch says, New York City! Of course. Rebel saying, Blue, LOL, I'm hoping I can make it. My back has been messed up all day long. Have your kid walk on your back. I used to have people walk on my back all the time when it was all stiff. couch. Mike is saying, "Oh, you're going to love it, man." I hope so. Yep, Tasman. Okay. Last time I was down there, they were still repairing the firehouse. Yeah, I've never been to the firehouse itself. I've been to New York City plenty of times. Um, right after 9/11, in fact. I went a month after 9/11 to visit one of my friends who is actually a driver for car service. And fortunately for her, she had a breakdown right on the bridge. So she never got to pick up the people she was supposed to pick up at the building. So fortunately, otherwise, who knows what would have happened. Um, yeah, Clink definitely. Oh, I'm definitely gonna be doing maybe a little video clip of me having some NYC pizza, maybe Roy's or Ray's. There's a few different ones. I mean, come on, New York City's known for hot dogs and pizza. Let's be honest. Plan to do Central Park and a whole bunch of other places. But of course, we'll see how everything goes because with everything going on in the world now, there's the standard now that if people are all set with their shots, that they don't necessarily have to wear the face covers anymore. Me and the wife, we have tons of face masks, and we're going to be masked up the entire time. Not due to any general paranoia, but you got to figure, as far as congestion in your normal towns and cities, that's one thing. New York City, it's jam-packed, person to person everywhere. You're bumping into people left and right. So I just want to be careful, and we're going to be masked up while we're down there. Some electric therapy will help your back, Rebels. Honestly, I don't know. Because as far as going live, there's several different factors with us that I really can't speak about. Because I really don't know all the details just yet. But yeah, it's going to be a great time. Good call, Dave. Sleeping says, yeah. I'm an asthmatic and diabetic. Although my surgery has reversed my diabetic status. I'm an asthmatic all my life. I'm going to have asthma until the day I die. I had pneumonia about 14 years ago. I had pneumonia. So I have scar tissue on my right lung. So health issues, let's just say I'm very susceptible to getting colds, the flu, things of that nature. So I'm going to be masked up the entire time. So we'll be doing that. We're not taking any chances. All it takes is one person who doesn't believe in getting the shot, one person who doesn't believe in wearing a mask, to coughing and sneezing and wiping their snot wherever they go. Better safe than sorry. Even Tina says, yes, wear your mask in New York. You're always elbow to elbow there. Exactly. And heaven forbid we go into subways. Then you're traveling in a can, elbow to elbow. So, yeah. Richard Bird, how you doing today, sir? Hope you're doing great. Richard saying hi to everyone. Sleeping, what's up, he says. Tina, Richard, Sleeping, Mike, hello all. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't mean you won't get it. It just protects you. It doesn't protect you all the way, just like the flu. Those that may not know, every year you got to get your flu shots, your flu vaccines, right? It's based on the previous year's strain. It's not 100%, and plus you are getting a version of that previous year exposed to your system. So, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if in the future we have to get booster shots on the vaccine itself. I wouldn't be too surprised about that. Richard Bird says, Rebels no rules. Sleeping says, I'm good, brother, living the dream. Yes, he's living the dream. He got himself that Disney Plus Marvel wave. Prepping for vacation to Carolinas. Yeah, Sleeping's got, now that things are getting better, Sleeping's going everywhere. He went to Disney. He's going to the Carolinas. I think he's going to Disney again in October. Sleeping is taking over the world. The Sleeping Collectibles Empire. Richard says, yes, you are, Snowman Slayer. Sleeping the Snowman Slayer. That could be a new TV show, a new comic book. Come on. Move over Buffy. We got a Sleeping the Snowman Slayer. Rebel says, I'm heading to Carolina in 2 months. Never been to Carolina. Never, not once. I really don't travel that much. Sleeping's like Ohio, Buffalo, and Mass soon. See? It's the Sleeping Collectibles World Tour. What part of Ohio are you going to, Sleeping? Because I have family in Ohio, too. I'm actually going to Ohio next month for my nephew's graduation. Richard says, come through Lex Vegas. I'm sure he means Lex Vegas? Is that like a nickname for like Lexington down there or something? We have a small little suburb down here for Buffalo called Cheektowaga, and sometimes we like to call it Cheek to Vegas. Rebel says World Tour. Sleeping Collectibles, loving life, living life. Living life's the only way to love it. Richard Bird said I had to copyright that. Hey, go right ahead. Just send me some copies, okay? Send me some free merch that you make off of that. Thousand Ghosts, nope, never. I've never had a flu shot. It was recommended to us to get the shot. Yep. Doesn't bug me, so I got it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I've been working remotely from home since March of last year because of my asthmatic and my health status. My doctor keeps signing off, so I'm continuing to work from home. You know, I don't know how much longer that's going to be, but we'll see what happens. I like not having to commute every day to work. Hello. So, we'll see. Dayton for work. Okay. Sleeping says, I'm going to show up in Denver and surprise Ghost one day. Tina says, 1,000 Ghosts, never had a flu shot either, but COVID would kill me for sure, so I got it. Yeah. I mean, like I said myself, my history of asthma, I had pneumonia to the point where I wasn't just sick, but I was in a hospital for a week in a germ-free room. Let's just put it that way. I had it really bad. Dayton has some thunder sleeping. Yeah, what if people, like, whenever someone runs into Sleeping Collectibles now, they just pull out their phone and start playing some AC/DC just to drive them insane? That's going to become a thing now, and then Sleeping's going to hunt me down. Tina says, Tina Lynn's been out of work for 15 months, so I understand. Yeah, I've worked for a large communications company. Let's just put it that way. I don't want to put any names out there, but I work for a company that provides internet, TV, and phone service. So, got to be available 24/7, 365. So they had me working from home. So I was fortunate enough that they had that option. So, hey, Richard Bird, hope everything's doing good. Okay, we got 11 people watching. So, what do you guys say? Let's do a little vote, okay? We're going to do a vote. Do you guys want... Well, I know Sleeping's going to abstain from this vote because he's totally against this type of tomfoolery. Should I do an unbox, guys? Give me a yes, a yay or nay. Should I do an unbox? Give me a 1 in the chat for yes and a 2 in the chat for no. So give me a 1 or a 2. 1 is yes, 2 is no. Should I do an unbox or should I not? Should I hold off? You guys are the deciding factor. I need you to vote 1 for yes or 2 for no. Richard Bird says, I will bow. You'll bow at his feet, sir? Doing better, Slammer. Awesome. Rebel says yes. We got Richard saying yes. We got Tina saying yes. As long as Tina doesn't break the stream again. So that's 3 for yes. Sure, up that thing up. Open it up. Thousand Ghost says yes. Richard Bird says sleeping. Who knows? Maybe sleeping is sleeping right now. Tina's laughing. Okay, so we're going to open one up. But here's the question. Which one do we open? Do we open 1, Gorilla Grodd? Do we open 2? Or number 3? What is number 3? Number 3 would be both. So do we open 1, Grodd, 2, Flash, or 3, them both? What do you guys think? I'm going to let you guys decide the votes. 1 for Grodd, 2 for Flash, or 3 for both. Rebels put 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Unfortunately, that number is not technically an option. Tina says Flash and a Flash. Rebel, you already chose one, so that's 1 for each. If I meet sleeping, I will bow at his feet. Richard says 1. So far, that's Grodd has the most votes so far. We're going to let that go for another minute or two, see if anyone else wants to vote on it. Again, the vote is we are going to do a live unbox. 1 for Grodd, and he looks fierce. 2 for Injustice Flash. Or 3, both. Now, the one thing that kind of pushed me off a little bit, some of the sculpt here, I think just because of the way the cowl looks, it almost kind of reminded me of Flash from Justice League. The movie, the Snyder movie. I just wasn't a fan of the design of his costume. Second, I'm not a Ezra Miller fan. I just don't like the characters that the actors played. I don't like how he's portrayed various characters in movies. I just don't like him personally. And also how they wrote him in the Justice League movie, some of the imagery, and just it didn't feel like Flash to me. It just didn't feel like Barry Allen to me in a simple way. They would have done a different iteration of Flash. He might have been okay, but I don't know, it just felt weird. Rebels is like 3, my bad, or number 3, LOL. I have that Grodd. He's awesome, Richard Bird says. So just to recap, we have Richard says 1, Rebels said 1, but then he changed to 3. Then we have Thousands saying 1, Tina says 1, Richard Bird says 1. So right now we have votes for 1. So we're going to open up Gorilla Grodd right now. What do you guys say? Let's change up some of the lighting in here. There we go. So let's get down to the desk so you guys can see it right there. Got my bat knife. What can I say? Let's crack this open, guys. There we go. Oh, we got a very cool little poster image. This is going to be the image that comes on the cards that come with this. Of course, this is a Todd McFarlane Multiverse, DC Multiverse collection figure. Let's see how stable he really is. I've had some stability issues with some of the figures in the past. Again, we got that card right there. We got the little stand that he comes with. Sleeping, if you're still in the chat, look away. Cover your eyes, my friend. Cover your eyes. Rebel says, I'm glad you're live. I'm stuck on my couch, really enjoying this live, brother. That's what I'm here for, my friend. Make you feel a little bit better, okay? Here we go. Give Rebels a little boost. Rebel says, sleeping be sleeping. Sleeping be sleeping while YouTube be YouTubing. Downfall says, same Rebels. Bad weather out here and I'm bored doing stop motion, so I'm glad you're doing this. Well, that's the thing. I figure, Saturday nights and Fridays tend to be filled with everyone else. Wednesdays I know are a big night, and Tuesdays, so figure I can do Sunday afternoons. Nobody's really doing anything. There we go. Nobody's really doing streams on Wednesday or Saturday or Sunday afternoons. But once football starts, I'm going to be screwed because people will be watching football. But who knows? Maybe they'll still have me on their phone in the background. Okay, helmet does not come off. Got a very cool, insane sculpt right here, guys. Does his jaw close? No, jaw is definitely, he's forever in that shouting motion right there. I like the detail on here. I will say this, as far as the armor, these guys are, this is definitely way better quality than what I've seen with Hasbro and some of their gold. Let me just get a better light here. There we go. I like that this is more of a reflective paint. I don't have a stand under him, and he's pretty solid right there, guys. The pound test, as I like to call it. Shaking the desk. My mic moved a little bit, but he didn't. So that's awesome right there. I love the detail on here. See if camera will pick up on some of that. That's insane detail. They don't have to take it to that level, but they did. A little bit of molding here. You can see some of the plastic marbling in there, but all in all, it's Gorilla Grodd, so you don't need a whole lot of accessories on here. We have this. This armor here. This looks pretty spot on for how he appeared in Injustice. Now, those that don't know, DC announced this week they are doing an Injustice animated movie, so they're going to be telling the whole story of Injustice. I don't know if they're going to expand it to include Injustice 2, or maybe they're going to do, one after another. That'd be pretty interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how they go about everything here. But look, I'm trying to get the camera to focus. Look at the detail of his tongue right there with his jaw open, his teeth. How everything's twisted, the red eyes. They blew him away. McFarlane did Grodd justice. Otherwise, Grodd would have came after his ass. Let's be honest. Rebel says, you're awesome, Dave. Thank you. I'm just trying to help. Blue's like, I'm on a boat. Is this a Lonely Island song? I'm on a boat. Rich Bird, glad you're better, brother. That figure is freaking awesome. It is. I mean, one gripe I had with Hasbro was when they did Power Rangers Lightning Collection Goldar. I mean, the promo shots they made it look like this kind of gold. When you actually get him, it's more of a mustard yellow plastic. That's how it looks. At least with this looks like this is armor. It reflects off of lights. You get a shimmering here. I mean, you could see that this looks like it's got actual gold paint, and I love the skulls on the armor here. I mean, yeah, they could have included an accessory or two, but let's face it, he's a gorilla, so he fights that certain way. Love he's got the little armor protection on his basically what would be like a middle toe, so to speak. We get peg holes on both, and of course, like all the figures, they got that front part, which I think is a little bit more realistic for Grodd, because maybe you do like a little posable figure, doing a pose like maybe where he's in his gorilla. Now we can't move the head back too much. I was trying to see like if we could do an action where he's kind of like. I'll probably have to get one of my other stands out where like maybe he's running and he's chasing someone, kind of like let me readjust the camera here. Like he's almost like he's lunging forward. I guess we could do something like he's kind of like pushing off. There's a couple different things that we could do here, but the armor is sick on here, and I mean the texture that they did for his fur basically. Let's see if I can get the. See, I mean, the texture on here is consistent. They really did an amazing job on him. He's not loose. He's not, I mean, he is a little stiff, but, stiff is not always bad. We'd rather have a stiff one than a loose one. A little bit of hair dryer on low to soften up some of the joints. The arm joints feel nice and good. It's just that the ankle joints or the foot joints, sometimes they're real stiff here. But, I mean, he's a gorilla. He's not going to be doing that many poses. You're not going to have him doing martial arts moves as a gorilla. Let's be honest. Let's see, who else do we have? That's a big buck. Oh, Richard says he's still going to have surgery, but I feel better, Slammer. Well, whatever surgery you're having, Richard, I hope it turns out well. I hope it's nothing too serious, but if it is, don't worry. Yell your friends and family here. If you need anything, just give the word and we'll be there. I mean, in any shape or form, whether it's prayers, thoughts, or you just need something to kind of bring a smile to you. That's what we're here for, guys. Let's see here. Richard Reptile says, Richard, prayers for you, my friend. Damn, Dave, mine fell down when you did that. Well, it's a stability test. That's what I like to do. I like to see how well will they stand on their own. Whether or not I'm going to have to use their little disc. I'm not really a big fan of the stands, but it's cool that they actually give you a stand, because I've had some stuff where the stands really don't do jack. Thank you, Ed. Tell Blue Eyes. It's heavy. It's nice. Richard says, thanks, Dave. Love my fig fam. Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's what we're all here for. I mean, we're all friends and family here, like John Joker likes to say. Now, I'm going to check out the little card here. They got a little, that's one thing I like that Marvel does. They give you a little, like, I call it like a baseball or football card with all the stats. Gorilla Grodd, 600 pounds. Height 6'3". Real name Grodd. Injustice 2 video games from 2017. If you want to freeze this, you can freeze this so you can read everything on here. Telepathic brute Gorilla Grodd has long sought to prove his peerless genius by subjugating mankind. He's gone so far as to form an anti-Justice League, the Society, to once and for all smash their opposition using his intellect and telepathy. Grodd enlists others in his mission to conquer the planet and fill void of power left by Superman. Superman's regime, which is a reference to the Injustice game itself, obviously. Now, Grodd, I like him, but I think my favorite iteration of Grodd, it's a tie between two different fandoms, so to speak. Of course, there's the recent one, which is Gorilla Grodd from the CW Flash series on the CW network, where Grant Gustin is the Flash. And they actually told the story of Gorilla Grodd that he was a gorilla that was being experimented on at Star Labs, but thanks to the accelerator explosion that caused that wave of dark matter that made all the metahumans, including the Flash, it gave him hyper intelligence and his telepathic powers. He was already intelligent as a gorilla after he was experimented on, and then he became Gorilla Grodd. I really like that storyline because it makes him that he was just an animal who was subjugated, experimented on, altered. He gave a little bit more depth to him, that he wasn't necessarily a bad guy, but he did ultimately be a bad guy. And also, the Grodd that they've had in DC Universe Online, which is an online platform that I play, it's been around for the past 10, 11 years. In fact, I'm going to be doing a couple gaming streams of maybe some gaming streams or at least videos of me playing DC Universe Online. It's a nice little fun multiplayer online platform, MMORPG. And they have different versions. You can even be a gorilla in there. You can be anything you want. You can be a villain, you can be a bad guy, you can be a good guy. Richard says, yes, he is sturdy. I just put the little stand on him now, so he's really sturdy now. Let's see, where are we on time? Playing around with music here. Trying to check out the time. Let's see where we are. Okay, we are at 5:52. I'm probably going to call it around, let's say 6:30. We're going to cut it off because I know there's going to be some streams going on later tonight. I know Papa Gord usually likes to go. Papa Gord, the Canadian Santa Claus, likes to go live. So I don't want to cut into that. I know Tasman has his hoedown that's going on later tonight. So what do you say we cut into Flash? We're just going to cut into him too. What do you say, guys? Flash. Got my water. It's all about staying hydrated. I had my gastric bypass last September. Afforded me the ability to lose a lot of weight and also reverse my diabetic diagnosis. I got to drop all my blood pressure meds, cholesterol meds, everything except my asthma medicine. But, of course, I'm not doing carbonation anymore because the air bubbles can actually cause damage to my new stomach. Basically, the bypasses, they cut a section to create a smaller stomach, bypassing my traditional stomach. So I'm not eating as much and I fill up much quicker. But you can't use straws anymore. So I drink open containers of water, or I have my zero sugar Gatorade. I am also abiding by the South Beach diet, which reduces your carb intake and focuses on protein. So literally, I take a protein shake in the morning. I might have a couple slices of pepperoni along with some mozzarella string cheese. On my break, I'll have a nice little lunch. In my afternoon break, I'll have another string cheese and some pepperoni or something along that line. And then I have my meal, but I reduce my carb intake to about 2 carbs a day if possible. Like, think of a slice of bread as 1 carb. So 2 slices of bread, that's your carb intake for the day. And also following it with exercise. One day I'm doing some hand weights. Another day, maybe I'm doing bike riding, for example. And that's where I did that for a year. I did that diet for a year before I got my surgery. So I went from 465 down to 419. Then I had my surgery, and I'm down to the 340s right now. It does work, in case anyone has an interest. We got the flash right out. And let's get all of his energy effects out. And by the way, if anyone who's watching this stream, if you know someone who isn't subscribed to this channel, or if you're not subscribed to this channel, please consider doing so. About a week ago, about a week and a half ago, I did a live stream where we did a giveaway for 150 subs, and I announced the giveaway prize for 200. We're going to be giving away a NECA 2-pack of Casey Jones and Raphael from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Raphael in Disguise. We're going to be giving away that 2-pack as a 200 sub giveaway. Right now we are at 159. We lost one this week. I don't know how. Maybe it's YouTubing. Well, if we get up to 200, which is only 41 away, we're going to be giving away those. Now, here we are. We got the flash right here. I like the lightning bolts coming out the sides. I like the full detail of the lightning around here. I wish they would do this on the regular Flash figure for DC. I always liked it when they did that. This color is suit. This is more like, if you're a fan of the CW Flash, this is more like Grant Gustin's suit for the first 2 or 3 seasons. That darker red. We don't have any white in the background for his logo there. Tina Lynn says, I can eat cheese and pepperoni every day. Well, yeah, that's kind of what I do for my lunch, or not for my lunch, but for my break. I'll snack on a couple slices, like single pepperoni slices and some string cheese. Or you could do anything. I mean, sometimes I'll even snack on sliced pickles. You know, it's all about, because you're doing a little snacking throughout the day, you're not eating big meals. You're not eating a big lunch. You're not eating a big dinner. So you're kind of filling up because you're having those little snacks throughout the day. That's part of the whole thing. And I'll do protein shakes. There's a company called Premier that makes protein shakes. They're the equivalent to having a full meal. So literally, I don't have to have breakfast. I can have that, and it fills me up. That, and I'm also on vitamins. So I swapped out, maybe 8 different medicines to just having these 2 bad boys. This is Caltrate, which is basically chewable calcium supplements. These are actually powdered tablets. I just crush them and ingest them. This helps with your vitamin D3 premium. This is basically supplements. And yes, these are Flintstones. My nutritionist put me on these Flintstones vitamins. These are basically, a kid could take it, but these are basically like an adult's equivalent to Flintstones. And I take these. I take about 3 of these a day, sometimes 3 or 4 a day. Just to show you guys, yes, these are the regular Flintstone vitamins. And because you have to take a multivitamin. So it's either this or like Centrum Silver. So I'm taking these. As crazy as that sounds, I'm on Flintstone vitamins, yeah. Let's catch up on some of the nice congratulations. Keep it up, my friend. Well, no, you got to keep it down, not up. But yeah, I've kind of been plateauing. I was at 340. As of this past week, I've actually been around 345, 346. So I just kind of have to keep on top of it. With some of the weather this past week and my asthma, I haven't been able to bike ride as much. The week before, I actually did 16.7-mile bike ride, which is tremendous for an asthmatic. So I'm hoping to, yeah, that Flash is nice. Flash is cool. Tina's like, I have to keep my cholesterol down, so I eat trail mix instead. I can't stand the protein shakes. Yeah, some people aren't crazy about the protein shakes. I'm not big on the trail mix, like cashews, almonds. I've never been really big on that. Everyone's a little different, but the South Beach diet. Anyone who's interested, before I started it, you had to read the book, and half the book talks about what you can do as far as what the South Beach really is, your practices, your diets, your exercising, things of that nature, and then the other half is all recipes. The other Basically, it's a recipe book. The other half is. That knife is real nice. Oh, you mean the bat knife? Yeah, my wife got this for me a couple years back. We went to a little small makeshift Halloween event, and I thought that looked pretty cool. You got the little tabs right here, so you can kind of like trigger it. And plus, I lived in a pretty now I live in Grand Island, but I used to live in a pretty dangerous neighborhood, so it served dual purposes. Let's just put it that way. Trust me, I felt pretty safe with this thing, and this thing cuts boxes pretty damn good. I have to take D3 due to having brittle bones. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. When I had my surgery, that was one of the things that they stressed to us is your body, it's like a shock going to your body. And we use these. You can pick them up at a Rite Aid, Walmart, different places. This is what it looks like for anyone who doesn't know. And me, ever since I was a kid, I've had a gag reflex. I can't swallow tablets or pills. So I got my little pill crusher right here. I just put them in, crush them, ingest them with water. I'm good to go. Richard Bird says, passed on the Flash, wish I could have snagged them. I'm seeing them pop up. I'm seeing these at a ton of Walmarts. Not Walmarts, I'm sorry, Targets. So you might want to check your local Target. They might have them in stock. Tina's like, my doc told me to take Flintstones too. Yeah. My nutritionist put me on the Flintstones. My wife doesn't like them because she doesn't like the grape. She never liked the flavor of grape. So she's on some different vitamins. But we do that. Also, we've switched to a lot of low-carb breads. There's a company called 647. They basically make breads, hot dog, hamburger rolls, sliced breads. They're basically, instead of one slice equaling one carb, one slice equals half a carb. So it's low-carb breads, and it tastes, if not the same, maybe a little bit better than the regular bread. So you could have 2 slices of bread, you can have a sandwich that equals 1 carb, and then you could have another sandwich in the evening if you wanted to. It's really cool. We do that. We do a lot of there's protein brands for foods. I'm not sure how we're going to pose him. There's one thing DC doesn't always give you is a lot of detail on how you can. I mean, you can do a pose like that, but I want to do the energy. It doesn't show you how you can do the energy. I'm just going to have to play around with this. This almost looks like he's throwing an energy ball at someone, but how do you do that? I'm going to have to play around with this. These just look like they're wrapped around him. Maybe like that. I'm going to have to play around with them because the other Flash I have, there's actual pegs in his body where you can actually put the energy effects onto. So I'm going to have to play around with this, see how well I can do this. This definitely looks like it's something that would maybe go around his arm because it's almost claw-like here. So almost like he's doing like a super fast uppercut. That's what that kind of looks like. I haven't played Injustice for a long time, so I'm gonna have to replay it and pick up some inspiration. Rebel says, you're doing great, Dave. Richard says, I'm going to buy some bedrock pills for real. Hey, no, seriously, my nutritionist put us on that. And, and I talked to other people and they're like, yeah, we're on the same thing. So that just goes to show you. Now, as far as stability for him, I think what gave Grodd his stability for the most part is going to be, how stocky and how level he is. Because I've noticed with some of the McFarlane figures, they can be a little top heavy at times. Do a little craziness like that, or maybe there we go. Like he's just surging up. But I'm guessing I'm going to have to play around with this. I'm not sure how we're going to do an energy effect for that. Unless he's somehow... That's the thing. This doesn't stand up too well. So I'm going to have to figure out how this is. I'm going to have to do some online research and looking at how people do a few things. A little lightning kick or something. I don't know. I have to play around with it. Horse pills, Tina says. I've never been good at taking pills, no matter how small they are. Even if it's like a gel cap, I can't do it to save my life. I really can't. And here we go. A nice little size comparison between the two. Rod's definitely beefier. I mean, that kind of goes without saying. Pretty good heights. I mean, I really think Grodd should be a little bit taller, a little bit bigger. But hey, for $19.99, I'm not going to complain. I mean, he's killer right there. I'm going to have to play around with him. I do have some plastic stands where it could hold him kind of like flying through the air. So I'm going to see if I can do some moves like that for him. But for $19.99 a piece, I think I did pretty good on these two guys. Wish I got Grodd. They had Flash left them behind. Have you heard of Flav City with Bobby Parrish? He's on YouTube. He gives good information. I recommend. Okay. We'll have to look him up. Flav City. Here we are. Just found him. Healthy recipes. Okay. Found him right here. And I have just subbed him. So thank you very much. Appreciate that. My wife laughs that I love these. I mean, it's a little bit of childhood, back again. So I love that, I get to be a kid again. Hello, toys. But I get to be a kid again, and, I like them. I take them in the morning. I'd rather take these than all my diabetic and blood pressure medicine I was taking before. At my heaviest, I was actually at $4.95 once. I was at $4.95. I was at a really not great place mentally and obviously physically. And I was trying to work on myself. I got myself down to $4.65 somehow. But then, you know, wanted to be better. And about 2.5 to 3 years ago, me and my wife, I went to a Comic Con by myself with some friends. And I was at the point where I was breathing heavy. Every 5 minutes I needed to try and sit down. And then I went to a Comic Con with me and my wife. First time I dressed up. And that's where the Back to the Future themes Proton Pack you see came from. I was meeting Doc Brown himself, Christopher Lloyd, got a picture with him. But I was roasting. It was like early June, Niagara Falls, Canada. I was sweating buckets. I was wasting away. Like my asthma was laboring. And it got me to the point where I just said, I can't do this anymore. I have to do something to improve myself. So, and my primary doctor was pushing me to, consider bypass or sleeve for my stomach. He said it will help my diabetes. Obviously, it's going to help my asthma to some extent. So I went in, I spoke to my doctor, and I finally gave in. I said, yeah, I want to look into this. Went to the seminar. My wife went with me. She decided she was going to go through it with me herself. So we did the surgery, or first we went to the bariatric clinic here in Buffalo, New York, at Buffalo General Hospital. We spoke to them. We had our initial weigh-ins done, and it's not just you have to lose a certain percentage of your BMI to qualify, because they want to see that, yes, you can lose weight without that extra help. So you want to prove, and not only prove that you can lose weight, but keep the weight off. They have you go through a psychiatric evaluation to make sure that you're mentally prepared for the changes you're going to have to make, and that you can commit to those types of changes, because a lot of people go through these surgeries and then they revert back to their weight. Some people gain all the weight back, believe it or not. I am not going to be one of those people. I mean, I'm drinking nothing but water. I cut pop-out cold turkey a month before my surgery, and I haven't had any kind of carbonated beverages since then. So they also have you go through an endoscope where they check your digestive tract, make sure that there is no kind of acid reflux. I learned I had acid reflux, so that put it off a few months. I was taking medicine to help improve. And then, what happened to the world, and everything shut down. Finally, September of last year, they opened it up where I could have my surgery. I went and had my surgery done. My wife had hers in July. I had mine in September. We both lost weight. We're kind of plateauing right now, but we're still pushing each other. We're still pushing ourselves to keep moving forward. I mean, considering I was 495 3 or 4 years ago, and now I'm 345. So, I mean, you do the math. That's 150 pounds from where I was my worst day. So, and I went from a size 58, and I'm wearing about a 46, 48 waist now. So it's definitely life-changing. Tina's like, my cousin had that surgery over a year ago. She lost over 200 pounds. It works, yeah. If it wasn't for my asthma, I could be bike riding almost every day. We've had some 90-degree temperatures. Richard Bird, Dave's Limit, you were an inspiration, my friend. I mean, I did it because I could no longer sit by, and I couldn't be that person that needs to sit down every 5 or 10 minutes. I don't want to be that person that has to, carry a stool with him so he can try and sit down. I got tired of being that person who has to order all his clothes online because you can't walk into a department store and buy stuff off the rack. It's hard to find 7X tall t-shirts. I'm only 6'1". I need the tall length, but it's hard to find that kind of stuff. I was a 16 wide in a shoe. I'm actually down to a 14 wide to a 15 now in shoes. So I actually went down in shoe size actually already. I'm still a big person. I'm still gonna have this. I got the extra, the little fat hanging off my arm. Maybe in a couple of years, the bariatric physician who oversaw everything and who's still overseeing me will clear me to have, the skin removal surgery. But I'm hoping, ideally, I would love to lose another 100 pounds. I would love that. If not, if I only lose another 40 or 50 pounds, still, that's, you know, from my worst day, I was 495. I got down to 420. Then I had the surgery and went from 420 to 340. I've lost 80 pounds since the surgery. So, it's about being healthier. I mean, there's no way before my surgery, I was doing maybe 3 or 4 mile bike rides. I'm now doing 10-mile or 16-mile bike rides on average. I mean, yeah, it's life changing, and I'm glad. Yeah, her issue is the extra skin too. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have that. I know it's gonna happen. I mean, you can see it kind of hanging here, but at least I'm getting thinner in the face, uh, and it's nice to be able to get like a 2X pair of pants. Something that's a 44, 46, or 46, 48. I can wear that kind of stuff. I couldn't do that before. You know. And that's another thing. When I go to New York City, I know I'm going to be doing plenty of walking, but I won't have to worry about because I used to have a lot of back pain. I had a lot of back pain because of all that extra weight. I still have a gut here, guys. I still have it. It's not going anywhere. It is not going anywhere. I'm still going to have that for some time to come, but it's about getting myself healthier. As an asthmatic, I might need to use this maybe once a day if I need to. I'm actually on 2 inhalers. I'm on a steroid and what they call a rescue inhaler. This is what I take every day to help my lungs stay open. And if I'm out of breath, this is what I use. So I still have these, and I still have what's called a nebulizer. If you ever saw someone in a hospital, on a hospital shows, they say, "Oh, we're going to have to give this person, so much of albuterol." That's the little plastic pipe that has basically an air pump. It evaporates, or it turns the liquid into a vapor that you're breathing into. I still have that machine with me. In fact, I'm taking it with me when I go to New York, just in case I have any issues with my breathing. Rather be prepared. Like to be prepared for any and all probable possibilities. Hey, Laser, wait, hey, what's going on? Laser's the other winner of the Batarang Prize last week. Rebels Reptiles Games. I think that's why I have back issues, is because of my belly. Yeah, I mean, it's not just belly. I mean, and I'm sure Tina can speak to this as far as I don't know her herself, or maybe she knows other women who have had this issue. A lot of women, whether they have weights in the lower midsection, sometimes those with a larger chest, that weight is weighing on their upper body. That can weigh on their shoulder blades and on their spine. They can have issues because that weight pulling forward, that can cause a lot of spine issues in women alone. So, guys in general, we can have that weight because you got to figure standing sideways, let's see, you can say I still have a stomach here. It needs to be a little bit further out. And obviously, the more you have coming out, it's going to weigh heavy on you. Now, if it's on the chest, that's going to weigh a little bit heavier, especially on your shoulders and your spine. So those are all issues. That can cause a lot of back pain for people over the years. And that's another reason why, because you have that weight and because you're going to be losing it, they want to help fortify your bones with these calciums. So that's another reason why they have that. Tina says, yes, it's tough because she has severe osteoporosis in her spine. So I probably said that wrong, but yeah, I mean, those are real issues. A lot of people don't realize that. I mean, I myself, my legs, like my lower legs, my calves are good, but my upper thighs, I still have that thick, Technically, I could probably fit into a 44 waist if I tried, but I have these thick, large upper thighs that's another reason why I'm doing as much bike riding as I can, because it's not just your knees that you're trying to exercise, but you get your legs, your upper thighs have to keep moving to work off that weight. It's going to take a long time for me. I figure maybe by, the end of summer, maybe I'll drop another, I'm hoping I can drop another 10 or 15 pounds. I'm praying to God that our apartments, that they open up the pool to the residents this year, as long as everything gets better. And then, do resistance walking. Like resistance walking or swimming is when you're in a pool and you're walking from one end of the pool to the other, back and forth. Because if you ever notice in a pool, there's more resistance if you're walking. Swimming is one thing, You're swimming, you're swimming, you're swimming. Walking, you're going against the pressure of the water, so there's more resistance. That's why a lot of people will wear weights around their wrists, arms, and their ankles to help with just regular exercising when they're jogging. So there's a lot of different things that you have to go through. I'm hoping to do some of that. I'm actually trying to find weights because I have 10-pound weights, dumbbell weights, but they're harder to find the larger because I don't want to just buy one 25-pound weights or one 30-pound weights. I want to get a set so I can work out. I mean, I have two 10-pound weights and I can flip, and I literally can flip one in the air. So I want to try and get some more weights, but they're kind of getting more expensive because with everything going on in the world, don't want to use the C word, but with everything going on in the world, exercising equipments and accessories have skyrocketed in price because more people are working from home. More people are trying to exercise from home without going out into the public. So that stuff has skyrocketed. So it's really crazy how some of that is. Tina says her daughter is barely 100 pounds soaking wet and still has, at 29, she's starting to have neck and back issues. Yes, I have known plenty of people who have had those kinds of issues. And, it's not something that necessarily is going to go away. And that's why a lot of people, they want to revitalize their bones because now they're relying on, you're losing the weight, but still you have that weight and you want to make sure your bones don't, you don't do damage to your bones. You want to fortify those bones as you're getting your body healthier. So, I wish your daughter all the best of luck with that. I know it's not an easy thing to go through because I've known people in my family, I've known family friends, I've known friends in general who have had to go through that. I wish I had access to a pool. Yeah, they have a public pool here. Well, not really public, but public to the apartment complex. Last year, of course, it was closed. And the year before, they had it open partially. But here in New York State, if you have a pool that's deeper than 5 feet, you can't have it open unless you have a lifeguard. And they had a hard time keeping lifeguards available because the only lifeguards they could get were like teenagers who half the time they either called off or would close the pool early because they wanted to cut out of work early. So because of that, residents could not actually use the pool. Thankfully, this year, they decided to change that. They're actually filling in some of the deep end to make it 5 foot at its deepest, which means they won't have to have a lifeguard, which means hopefully as long as the health board will clear them to open it up, we'll have access to the pool and we can go and enjoy the pool and get our workouts. So we'll see what happens. Toy Slammer says, hey, Downfall of Wrestling, I'm looking forward to your stop motion video. And Rebel says, Downfall, the stop motion videos you make are awesome. Yeah, again, I do not have the patience for stop motion. I could never do that. Could never. Never, ever, ever, ever. Okay, so we're at 6:22, guys. We're going to wrap this up. I want to thank everyone for stopping in the channel here. Hope you enjoyed the live stream. Next weekend, unfortunately, I will not have a live stream next Sunday. I actually have a prior engagement that I'll be at all day long, so I won't be able to live stream. I do apologize. But we're going to have some more live streams coming on in the future. Now, the weekend after that, I also will not have a live stream. I might try and do something that Saturday afternoon. But Sunday, I will be en route to New York City or in New York City by this time. So it all depends. I might try and I'm definitely going to try and post a video or two, guys. While I'm there, I'm bringing my handy dandy laptop. Bringing the laptop, bringing the webcam, my snowball mic I'm going to bring with me. I'm going to bring everything I possibly can to hopefully do 1 or 2 videos while we're in New York City. Also, if you guys ever need to reach out to me, you can always reach me at Dave's Dimension on Instagram. And also, if you feel inclined to do so, please feel free to, if you want to financially throw a few dollars our way, a few cents our way on the Cash App. I have my Cash App ID right below. Um, I wasn't too sure about doing it, but I said, what the hell? If someone wants to help contribute to the channel, it'd be great. Cash.app at $ Dave's Dimension. And next weekend, like I said, Saturday, I'm going to be, I'm going to try and do a live stream if I can. It depends on what's going on with life in general. And then the week of June 6th, that is the following weekend, that's when we'll be driving to New York City. That should be interesting, should be kind of crazy too. But I have a few more videos. Honestly, we have videos scheduled all the way out to right now. I mean, I still have stuff I haven't unboxed yet. And we have our channel has content scheduled all the way out to June 11th right now. And I'm going to do more detailed review of these two figures. I still have the Boba Fett to unbox. I have some Bad Batch. I have a Tusken Raider. I have Ash vs. the Evil Dead. I have Shang-Chi Wave Iron Man with the holographic head. I still have him. I still have a Black Panther. I got a bunch of other Star Wars figures I have yet. So we have plenty of stuff to keep us going. Plus, I'm going to start doing a build or a modified build for Ghostbusters Ghost Trap. So if you guys are into props, you're definitely going to want to check that out, guys. Yeah, Richard Bird, you take care. Later days, take care and be safe. Tina Lynn, thank you. I hope you know, you said you were having problems with your back. I hope it starts to get better. I hope once once everything in the world gets better, people are able to get out, do a little bit more walking, getting out to socialize and getting out there. Toy Slammer says, you're doing great, Dave's Dimension. Keep up the great work. I appreciate it, guys. Later, Richard Bird. Later, chat. You guys take care. And as always, guys, keep on busting. And I will always catch you guys on the flip side. And if you ever want to hit me up at Dave's Dimension on Instagram anytime. If anyone here needs to talk or has some questions about anything, whether it's health, toys, maybe you just need a friend to talk to, guys. That's what I'm here for, guys. So please, anytime, hit me up at Dave's Dimension on Instagram. Okay? Take care. Catch you guys on the flip side and keep on busting.